Right, so this vision I saw was actually yesterday, I believe it was. It was the evening of yesterday. That was after I had already filmed the urgent warning to you guys, which I believe is titled SOS, State of Unrest. If you have not seen it, I do encourage you to see it. Relating this to that prophecy, I saw somebody blowing a trumpet in front of a blue curtain. Yeah, I saw somebody blowing a trumpet in front of a blue curtain. The blue Democrats, red Republicans. Trump is Republican. I heard this. Somebody is playing Trump. Somebody is playing President Donald Trump. Well, I didn't hear the president. I heard somebody is playing Trump. Somebody is playing Trump. There's a mole in the party of the Republican. In the Republican Party, there's a mole. Yeah, there's a mole. Somebody in the Republican Party is advising him, feeding him information from sources that are connected or a part of the Democratic Party. They have pledged their allegiance to this party, and they are working for the Democrats. They are working for the Democratic Party, the previous admin, Joe Biden, and friends. Mind you, ex-President Obama has his hand very much involved in the admin of Joe Biden, still, until this day. So there's somebody falsely advising the now President Donald Trump. This is somebody in his circle. This is somebody who has some form of authority. This is somebody who has some form of weight in which he will adhere to the advice. He will encourage them to advise him. I keep on hearing MAGA deception. MAGA deception. I say there's a mole in the Republican Party of President Donald Trump. Now, this is what I heard today. It's an inside job to take him out. It's an inside job to take him out. I heard weep, weep, weep. Yeah. Now again, I say we're continuing to pray for the life preservation of President Donald Trump. The enemy wants to take him out before his time. Premature death. Premature death. Before the Lord takes him away, the enemy wants to take him out first. This is what your prayer point should be, especially this week. The entire week this week, and this is what it should be until whenever his term comes to an end. Again, I say MAGA deception. I've prophesied that this is the hour of darkness. This is the hour of betrayal, temptation and betrayal. I told you guys previous vision, I saw money pass, a form of bribery. And I'm seeing this now. There's somebody in the air of President Donald Trump that is not of best interest for him and in him. There's a Judas in the admin of President Donald Trump. And this person is playing him because they are affiliated and associated and aligned with the Democratic Party. I don't know if this message will ever reach President Donald Trump. But like I've said earlier, the angel of the Lord was commanded to cut off from the land every wicked person, man, child, and woman. The only ones that remained in the land were those that were sealed by the ink of the angel. I said, no mercy. Have no mercy. This is the judgment of the Lord when it comes to the wicked in the land. Have no mercy. Judas could have no longer been trusted by Jesus and the disciples. So they had to get rid of him. He had to leave. And that's why before he left, on the night of the Passover, Jesus cursed him. Jesus cursed him. If you guys know the gospel, you know Jesus cursed him. And he left. He was no longer part of his inner circle. And I'm saying this is the advice to President Donald Trump. The Judas that you're looking for is among you. The Judas that you're looking for is among you. This is the hour of deception. This is the hour of betrayal and temptation. I said previously in previous prophecies, you can't have betrayal without temptation. This person was tempted and now they have betrayed you. We know Judas was tempted by money. I'm relating this vision again to what I've just spoken. The vision of bribery, where I saw money pass from a high official office to someone. We must pray into this, pray about this, pray on this, because if it remains like this, the admin of President Donald Trump will begin to implode because there's a mole inside, and the things that the Lord wants to do through the hands and the person of Donald Trump will be cut short. I have always said before, I don't know how long Trump will be in office. Many people are excited for the next 4 years, but again, I see these are the things I have to deal with. These are the things I've been seeing, and I don't know. But whatever it is, however long it is, we need to move, and we need to move now. No hesitation, no questions. Just move, move, move. Don't wait, don't wait, don't wait, don't wait, don't wait. And don't take his presidency for granted. Yeah? Don't take his presidency for granted. What I want to talk about too is migration. Migration, this is like an exodus. I saw earlier that President Trump was talking about deportation of many immigrants. And it's actually not a bad thing. It's a good thing, because these people have no idea how much the Lord is protecting them by taking them out of that land, the United States of America, because of what is coming. I believe, the United States of America has been founded and is founded on the hands of many immigrants that have entered into that land and brought it to where it is. Of course, it's almost like an injustice to them, and some of the Americans in that land don't deserve the land. They don't deserve to have what the immigrants once had in the land. They don't deserve it. Even if these people, the Americans, ever thought about leaving the land, they may have a reason to stay in it, thinking it's a blessing, but it's really a curse, because the Lord will deal with them in that land. Whether it's, by plagues, pestilences, by the sword, he will have his way with them in that land because of their boundless sin and their wicked hearts. I'm not saying all Americans are like that, but the majority, yes. They've gone so far away from the hands of the Lord. The immigrants that will be deported will be one of the greatest exodus that we will ever see, that we might ever see in the entire world. These people the Lord has already prepared a table for them. He's already cleared the path for them. He's already prepared the way for them. They are actually going into something that he has already prepared for them back into their homes. Whether it's Mexico, whether it's wherever it is, India, Nigeria, he are calling these people back there as his protection over their lives, and he will bless them in that land. I basically prophesied this already. I've said this already. The blessing has already gone ahead of you, and all you need to do is move into it. If the Lord had spoken to some of these immigrants about coming out of the land, he know that in their hearts they wouldn't have wanted to hear that. They wouldn't had obeyed his voice. So now they will have no other choice but to forsake the land and leave, based on commands that will become a law in the US. So yes, this is actually the protection of many people. People who have worked faithfully in the land of the US and built it to where it is now. They will be rewarded for their labor tremendously. Guys, I released a prophecy fulfilled talking about the HMPV, which I saw about 2 years or so ago. The vaccines were already made for this. It was actually created by the Americans. Yeah, this virus was actually created by the Americans, and I prophesied this in a prophecy. I think it's titled meningitis, and I spoke about that about a year ago. This is one of many plagues and pestilence that will enter into the world, that will lead us into a pandemic. Now, this is actually created as a weapon of war, which is called a bioweapon. They have released this thing, and I believe they intentionally released it into China. And obviously it's a form of war. It's a war tactic that they've used, and they've always been using this tactic. Like I said, we are surrounded. The United States of America is surrounded. I would say that the US, America, initiated war with China in a form of a bioweapon. And it's not the first time. Again, I say China and Russia are already here, and they are going to bring judgment, because America has been found with innocent blood on her hands too many times. And you know what? I want to believe that they also created COVID and released it as a bioweapon in the land of China. They are that wicked. The US is that evil. They were that wicked, guys. The previous admin, very, very evil. They were actually rooted in the pits of hell, guys. So again, I've been calling on you guys to prepare for war. From the moment civil war begins to break out, from the moment riots, fires, looting begins breaking out, just know that this is the sign of the times, and I've called you to prepare for it. Start stocking up. I'm telling you exactly what the Lord is still telling me, and still having me warn my flock, warn people about what's coming into the land. Wake up. Wake up. We're already in a state of war. We're already in a state of war, guys. Not just in Trinidad, but in the US and in many different nations around the world. These leaders are not just leaving their posts. They're being ordered to leave their posts, to forsake their posts in the form of resignation or retirement. So again, stock up grains, essentials, flour, oil, rice, oats, anything you can freeze, anything you can dehydrate and keep. Stock up for as long as you possibly can. I saw also storages of water, guys. Yeah, I'm just warning you guys again. Please beware of what's coming and be prepared. Alright guys, so be safe, and I love you. Until next time, be the light in every darkness.